Welcome, folks, to this episode of the Shoney Show. We are in a worldwide crisis in which it's exactly playing out like that. Everybody is in crisis mode, problematic mode, negative thinking, all these things around their business. And I wanted to put together a really step-by-step episode here where there's 8 different things that business owners can either practically do or change the way in which they're thinking about certain things to get the most out of this time. Not just to move their business forward, but also get the most out of this time outside of their business as well. This is going to be super, super valuable. There's some mindset stuff, personal development, and really, really practical marketing advice as well. Now, as you know, I usually do these completely on the fly with 2 or 3 points that I'm going to go with, whereas there's 8 things and my memory is not there to deliver without these notes. So I've got my 8 bullet points in front of me that I'll be referring back to, and we'll just dive in so that you guys can get the most out of this. I'll try and keep it below like half an hour, especially because I've actually got a call in 35 minutes, so it better be. Right, so first and foremost, number 1, don't get frustrated with that which is outside of your control. If anybody here has read The Daily Stoic, you will know how impactful that is. So The Daily Stoic, incredible book by Ryan Holiday. It's every single day there is a stoic piece of advice that can better your life. It's a different way of thinking about a lot of things. It's a different way of acting around a lot of situations. And one of the first ones in the book is all about understanding what is inside of your control and what is outside of your control. And things that are outside of your control, we need to understand that they are outside of our control and not get frustrated with them. We cannot get depressed by things that are outside of our control. The way that Ryan follows up in the book to that very stoic point is with the example of a flight being cancelled, something that's happening to a lot of people right now. Obviously, because people can't fly from one country to another in a lot of cases. In that situation, it's what difference and to what benefit is going up and shouting at the person behind the desk going to do? What is the benefit of you getting frustrated and angry about that flight getting cancelled? The flight is cancelled. You're going on a new flight. It's outside of your control. It is not your fault. There is no benefit to shouting at anybody. There's no benefit to getting overly frustrated in that situation. And it's exactly the same with this right here. Sure, people are going to be tested. People are going to miss out on very important moments in their life. There's going to be weddings cancelled. There's going to be social events that you've been really looking forward to. There's going to be, therefore, business step backs as well. Buying behavior has been rocked. All of these things, though, are outside of our control. And albeit that it's not great that business might be rocked, it's not great that that social events and even weddings may be cancelled in the meantime. But understanding that this is 100% outside of your control and there is no benefit to you getting overly frustrated with this situation, you need to change that mindset to this is outside of my control and all that I can do is best adapt to the situation we're in. That is 100% going to change your next 2 or 3 months. The way that you look at everything, the way that you have acceptance around the situation, your anxiety, your stress levels are going to be massively reduced just by that simple thing. That one point from the Daily Stoic, no joke, has completely transformed my life since I read it maybe 4 or 5 years ago. That one thing is the thing that whenever somebody mentions the Daily Stoic, I mention that point. And it has been so game-changing to me. Every situation I ever get frustrated about, I go, was that inside my control or outside of my control? If it was outside of my control, nip it in the bud straight away. It's not something that I need to dwell on. It's not something that is going to benefit me or the situation. by me panicking about any further. So first and foremost, don't get frustrated with that which is outside of your control. Number 2, adjust the model. So not for absolutely everybody, but for more businesses than people really think, you can adjust the model of exactly what it is that you do or what you sell. There's a lot of businesses that are literally shutting down and they can no longer have people on their premises, but they can still deliver the product or the service. We're in the year 2020 here. If this was 30 years ago, if people had to close their doors, that was game over. They had to close their doors. That's how they made their money. Whereas we can all adjust. Like I've got, for example, my mentorship group. I've got my accelerator program coming up, all in April, all in the UK. We're going to get together for 2 days for the mentorship, 2 days for the accelerator program, in person to work on people's businesses. It's 2020. We've adjusted. It's quite simple. The mentorship program and the accelerator program, we are delivering this online. So I have adjusted the model here. I've taken what was already going to be delivered. Everybody will get the exact same product, the exact same outcome from their 2 days, respectively. And I haven't had to cancel the event. It's 2020. We can adjust the model and move things online. If you sell everything, if 100% of your sales are bricks and mortar, then you can still create an online store or an online version of what it is that you do. So again, I know that there's going to be certain businesses here where it is just physically impossible to have an online version of what it is that you do, but more businesses then actually realize it. And the reason that I can say that is because over the last few days, I've spoken to plenty of businesses where I said, adjust the model. And they said, well, I can't because, and then there's actually a very easy way to work around it. Even things like if you've got a business in which the stepping stone to the sale is that they come in for an in-person consultation, it's a very simple change of model to a phone call or a Zoom call for that consultation. If you've got a gym and the gym has to close its doors right now, you can create online workouts for your current customers and for people who may even want to sign up. Hey, if we're really looking at this as an opportunistic time, perhaps you're going to build systems and processes here in which you find out that there's more ways for you to monetize even when the market corrects down the line. When things get great again, when people's buying behaviors are back where they were, you're going to have new systems, new processes, strengthened systems and processes as well, in which you can have new products, new services, and new opportunities for the business, even when times are flourishing. Look at this as opportunistic. It's a really key thing here. But adjusting the model is something that probably 90-95% of businesses can do to be able to serve their current customers exactly how they want it to be served, but just adjusting the way that that's going to be delivered. I can get every single person in the accelerator program the exact same outcome by delivering this online. We already go through a 2-day PowerPoint step by step. We go through worksheets, which they will now have in their hands. We go through templates, which they will have in their hands before we start our 2 days of training together. They will literally leave those 2 days with their ads, their emails, their applications, their sales funnels, everything up and running after that first 2 days of the full 6 months. Nothing will change other than the fact that we can't go out for a nice wee wine and beer, boozy steak dinner. We can't do that, but every other thing, the actual outcome they were looking for, we can still do that. And for your business, there's a good chance that you can adjust your model to make the same processes work and you can still move that business forward. So number 2, adjust the model. Number 3, accept adjusted cost per acquisitions, good and bad here. I'm literally seeing that there are some businesses that are actually still thriving in this time, even ones that are a wee bit confusing. Literally somebody inside the program posted about 15 minutes ago, just before I started this podcast, and he's
running adverts to get people onto online coaching, and he said he's booked 11 calls in the next few days, and he's only spent £70 on Facebook ads. Absolutely incredible. George, I hope that you're listening right now. That's absolutely incredible that you're getting those types of results when buying behavior has been rocked. There's also some businesses that literally, if you reword your copy a little bit and don't prompt like coronavirus, but if you adjust your wording to highlight that this is a good time to take action, you could be in a really good position to get even better cost per acquisitions. But let's speak to the situation that many people will be in, which is negative cost per acquisition. So you're literally going from what could be highly profitable to not as profitable with your Facebook ads. I've seen some people inside the program, some people inside client base and things of that nature, still profitable. However, the cost per lead or the cost per sale is going up. Now, this is actually a video that I put out, and I also did a podcast about it around Christmas time, where I said, do not turn your ads off in the run up to Christmas, even if you're in the fitness industry. The big thing that people do all the time is romanticize the best time of year. The best time of year to get a lead in. The best time of year to get a sale. The best time of year to move that business forward. And they romanticize what last year looked like as well. Look, we're in a situation here where we need to adjust. We need to adjust our mindsets here. You can either switch off all your adverts, you can stop marketing the business, and you can say cost per acquisition has doubled. And you can say that's ridiculous compared to what we saw last year and what we saw even a month ago. However, you're not going to be able to move your business forward if you're not marketing, if you're not advertising. And the thing is if you were at a 5x return and you have now doubled your cost per acquisition, you're still 2.5 times in your money. You're still making money. You're still progressing the business. It's just not as profitable as it once was. It's still profitable, just not as profitable as it once was. It's for that very reason that we had people inside the program and the mentorship running nearly £1,000 per day of ads in the fitness industry in the days running up to Christmas. The worst time of year for the fitness industry, still running a lot of ads because they switched that mindset from, you know how great the cost per acquisition is when it's 2 months before a summer holiday, to, you know what, I'm still very profitable here. I'm still acquiring customers at a profit and moving the business forward. So you need to do that as well by accepting and adjusting to adjusted cost per acquisitions. So that's number 3, accept adjusted cost per acquisitions. Number 4, focus on your current customers. Right now is a time where a lot of businesses are focusing on them and them alone. So they're thinking about my business, what's going to happen with my business, how can I rectify this for me, and of course you should do. You are a big priority here, and if you don't focus on you and you don't focus on your business, you know, that could end up in a lot of trouble. But do not forget your current customers. Your current customers are going through a hard time themselves. They need to adjust to the situation they're in, and you need to give focus to them and make sure that they have the support through this that they need as well. And I'm not talking about marketing and business mentoring and things of that nature. Whether you have a hair salon or you have a gym or any type of business, you have current customers that need to know the procedures that you're putting in place, how you're looking out for them, how you're going to help them if they need help through anything. If they've got any questions, how can they get in touch with you? How can they know that you're still prioritizing them throughout this time? This is also an opportunity for you to show them the support that you can really give them as well. So focus on your current customers and not just purely yourself and the business. It's something that not only is something that you should just be doing anyway. Like if you really got in business to help people the way that people love to throw it about, you know, I just got in business to help people, and a lot of the time you can pinpoint the ones who are being sincere and the ones that are not. But in this situation, this is the chance for you to really show your true colors, really be there for the people that you want to help the most, your current customers. So don't forget about them. give them focus and give them that opportunity to easily get in touch with you if they've got any questions, as well as you adjusting the model for them. So that's number 4, focus on your current customers. Number 5, build know, like, and trust with non-customers. Hey, this is an opportunity for you at this moment with your marketing to focus on people who are on the sidelines, who haven't actually taken action with you before. You can look out for them. You can help them. You can use this sort of time, like, I forget what the book is. It's a book that's all about war, but it's brought round into a marketing scenario. I can't remember what the name of it is. But the premise of it is that for people to feel togetherness, they need a common enemy. And right now, the common enemy is coronavirus, and people are grouping together, helping each other. And that's an opportunity for you as well, for you to say, how can I help the masses? How can I give support to the masses, probably without even a price point attached to it? Now, not only do you actually get to help a lot of people, you'll feel great about it, you'll see a lot of difference that you have personally made, which is incredible, but also when the market corrects, who do they now see as a friend? Who do they now see as a reputable business? Who do they now have a relationship with? You. So you can also focus on people who are not current customers right now and use it as an opportunity to drive the business forward in the future by building know, like, and trust. Because with this whole situation, we need to focus on what happens after coronavirus. Because a lot of businesses can go out of business during something like this, but at the same time, a lot of businesses can use this time wisely to build systems, to build processes, to build relationships, that after this is all said and done, literally this 2 or 3 months could be a step back in your business, or it could actually propel the next 10, 15 years of your business. You have to use that time wisely. So number 5 is build know, like, and trust with those non-customers as well. Number 6, plan for the buying rebound. Just like the market, and this is something that Tony Robbins in Money Mastery would be freaking out about at the moment, is the amount of people who are talking about how they lost like half the money that they had in the market, and that they've now withdrawn the rest of the money before it gets any worse, because that's what they're saying, the market is going to continue to go down. The exact same thing here for business is the same as what Tony Robbins says in Money Mastery, which is that every market then corrects. So whenever there is a massive drop in the price point of the market, if you can wait it out, the market will always correct and then some. So if there was 100% of your money there and the market has gone down to 40%, you've lost 60% of your money. If you can just be persistent, the market will correct and it will go to 105, 110%. The market correction is going to happen with buying behavior as well. Buying behavior right now has been rocked. So even if it's something that somebody can purchase and it's not an issue in this type of situation, because it's something they absorbed from home or something of that nature, maybe it's a completely online business, so there's no risk to it. But buying behavior in general has been rocked. It's going to overcorrect. So after this all blows over, if you're in a gym business right now, for example, and I like to use that as an example because people are actively being told by the government in press releases that they shouldn't be in situations like a gym. Whenever we're not able to exercise is always the time when we cannot wait to exercise. If we don't have a gym membership, we want to exercise. If we are ill and we can't exercise, we want to exercise. And it's the same with all types of things that people are getting restricted on right now. Whatever they can't buy or they're not purchasing for any given reason with regards coronavirus and everything that's going on at the moment, holidays, everything, being able to simply go out and get your hair cut, like all of these things, just like me, man, geez. So all of these things at the moment are massive restrictions on us. And what happens when we have those restrictions? As soon as we have the opportunity to do it, we go 10 times worse. Same with if you haven't had a night out in a much longer time than you're used to. When you get that night out, you probably go a little bit over the top, or maybe that's just me. But you're going to be in that situation as well. You're going to be seeing that your current customers might be buying less at the moment, but when this all blows over, there's going to be overbuying. There's going to be people looking for the opportunities to do all the things that they felt they couldn't do before. So plan for that buy-in rebound. Use this time wisely to put everything in place so that you can actually move the business forward in rapid scale when this all blows over. So that's number 6. Number 7, take time for you. Enjoy the forced holiday and days off that you never take. I'm really, really guilty for it myself. I'm always saying, I'm definitely going to take more holidays. You know what? I'm going to start working just 4 days a week or 5 days a week. And what happens? I literally, I was speaking to Adriana and her sister the other day, and I can't remember the last time I took a full day off. Now, I take what I consider as days off. My days off are a couple hours where I'll dive into the 16-week digital marketing program group. I'll be in contact with the mentorship program members as well. And I will, I just don't like to leave anybody hanging when they might have a question. So I find it very difficult to 100% switch off. However, in this situation, it sort of opens your eyes to those days off that you could be taking right now. Take advantage of that time, because when buying behaviors rocked, emails are coming in less. Well, emails are coming in more if it's every single business updating you on their new policy around coronavirus and how they're dealing with it, which they should be doing, by the way, but I'm just saying there's a lot of emails. But less people are actively trying to do business deals and things of that nature. There's less going on. Take advantage of that time in which you can actually recharge the batteries and take some time off. You can take that couple of days where you just wanted to binge watch Netflix. You just wanted to watch that massive season that everybody's been talking about, that you felt really irresponsible to get started with or to persist with, because you have a business. Well, in this situation, your doors might be closed. You might have less leads coming in. You might have less calls coming in. Take that time for you, because anybody who is in the situation in which they've got a business, they really struggle to switch off, what happens at those very moments when you switch off? I think everybody can agree on this. I've spoken to so many people about it in the past. I am one of them. Whenever I actually take what I would consider as time off and I go on a holiday, I recharge my batteries. I come back 10 times harder. I'm really, really excited about work. I come up with new ideas that I wouldn't have come up with before. I go into a whole new level of creativity. Take that time to, first of all, recharge the batteries and get you back. But at the same time, taking that time off, as well as it being right in your hands to do so, can actually massively benefit your business as well. So don't be afraid to take the opportunity here to take that time off, to take days here and there where you completely switch off from the business and recharge those batteries and allow it to actually propel your business forward in the future as well. So that's number 7. Take time for you. Enjoy the forced holiday and days off that you never take. Number 8, take the time to learn. At the end of this whole situation, once it's all said and done, you are going to find one of two things. You're either going to be talking about how it affected your business negatively, how this was time that you'd never get back, how you're going to be working for the next few years and this is to just get back to where you originally were, or you're going to be so excited about what you achieved in those 2 or 3 months. You're going to be saying, that thing that I never did, that I wanted to learn, I learned it from start to finish. That system that I wanted to put in place, I finally got it done. Those workbooks that I was trying to create, those assets for my customers that I wanted to create, that new product that I wanted to put in place, that new website, that new email system, whatever it may be, that's been big and chunky and you've been thinking about, but you haven't taken action on. This is a time to get it done. You're in self-isolation. This is an opportunity to actually use the time wisely to propel the business forward. And what do we always say? The difference between where you are right now and where you want to be is nothing more than new information and implementation. And so you have to look at this as an opportunity to get all of that information that you don't have the time to consume. You might be like me, in which I buy books and audiobooks and courses and everything all the time. I'm like, something comes up in my newsfeed. It's something that I want to learn. It's something that I want to dive into a little deeper. I buy it. And what do? I put it into a folder in my emails when I get the confirmation with a link of how to sign in or whatever it may be. And then I put it into a folder called learnings or something. I think I've got it as. And when I actually give myself a day to go in and just do a full day of learning, I dive in there and there's loads of stuff ready to go. But it's not frequent enough, and that piles up. There's a whole bunch of things I know that you've been excited about building within your business or learning to propel your business forward that you've been putting off. Now, this time would be an incredible time to take action on that, to learn more, to implement more, to put those systems in place to drive the business forward. Take that time to learn. And that is point number 8, to take that time to learn. Don't be sitting there when this all blows over thinking, I need to now try and get my business back. I need to try and get back on track, and I'm going to be working for years to do it. Come out the other side of this with new ammo in your business. It's not just going to propel your business forward after this all blows over, but for years to come as well. So just as a quick recap, number 1, don't get frustrated with that which is outside of your control. Number 2, adjust the model to suit the current time period. Number 3, accept adjusted cost per acquisitions. If you are still profitable and you're still moving the business forward, take that as a plus and continue to grow. Number 4, focus on current customers. Do not forget your current customers. They are what built your business. Number 5, build know, like, and trust with non-customers. This is an opportunity to come together against a common enemy of coronavirus, to group together, to benefit their lives and help them through this situation with regards to your expertise and your business. Number 6, plan for the buying rebound. This is going to happen. The market's going to correct after this. Buying behavior is going to go from low to high, and you need to be ready. Plan accordingly. Number 7, take time for you. This is an opportunity to take that forced holiday, or at least a forced day off here or there, to switch off, to allow your brain to recharge those batteries and come back 10 times harder, 10 times more prepared, 10 times more creative. Number 8, finally, take that time to learn. No better time than right now to learn the things that you know are the gap between, or the bridge between, where you are now and where you want to be. What is that thing that you need to learn? Go and get it learned. Take this time. Make it a wise investment of your time, of your energy right now to propel the business forward for years to come. Right, this has been the Shoney Show. This has been COVID-19. 8 ways business owners can survive and thrive when buying behavior has been rocked. I hope this has been super, super valuable to you. If you know any business owners, please tag them in this on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Tag them in this so that they can get hold of this, because I think it's going to be super, super valuable to turning this from a complete negative situation into a huge positive for you, your lifestyle, your energy, your mindset, your business. Everything can be positive from this situation. Adopt these 8. These are 8 that I will be running with myself. Adopt them, get the most from them. Everybody, stay healthy. Look out for everybody around you, your family, young, old, otherwise. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. Best place at Neil Shoney Mac on Instagram. And I will see you soon. Take care.